All these downloads about quantum jumping when I was traveling because whenever I travel, I quantum leap. And one of the coolest things that kept coming through every time I was doing Joe Dispenza's meditations was in order to quantum jump to your next version of highest desired reality, you don't necessarily have to connect with the main feeling of what you're trying to manifest. If it's really hard for you to like get to that feeling where you have all that abundance or you have that person in your life or whatever the next thing you're calling in is, all you need to do is connect with the version of yourself that's already figured it out. You having already figured something out is a frequency in itself. Oftentimes, when we are quantum leaping and we're wanting to hold on to vibrations in order to align with that highest timeline, we can't hold the frequency for that long. And if we were able to hold the frequency for a really long period of time, it would be our life because we would be a match for it. So I notice that there's things that I am calling in and I can hold them for a couple minutes or I can hold on to the frequency when I'm listening to music. But my last quantum leap that happened 2 years ago, where so many things shifted in my life, abundance, love, home, everything. I realized that what I was doing was just aligning my frequency with the version of me that had already figured it out. And the coolest thing about aligning with that frequency is I didn't need to figure it out. Once I shifted my vibration to believing that there was a version of me that already figured it out and connecting with her and going inside my mind every day and just feeling like, oh, this is already solved, have already figured it out, the universe started intuitively guiding me to the steps I needed to figure it out. The universe guided me so quickly into showing me what limiting beliefs I needed to clear, what people, places, and things I needed to let go of and remove from my life because they were clogging my vibration, and what aligned actions to take. I did this really easily by picking one song that represented the love and abundance I was manifesting in my life, and I would just listen to it when I was walking my dog. And while I was walking my dog listening to this song, I was just imagining myself being in the vibration of having already overcome these limiting beliefs, having already figured out this love stuff, abundance stuff, home stuff. And that became my dominant vibration. And then I quantum leapt. So if you're struggling with holding the whole frequency of what you're trying to manifest, try instead with just aligning with the version of yourself because they exist, the version of you that's already figured it out, that's already on the other side of this. And you know what's really cool? That version of self wants to connect with you. Just like we want to connect with our younger selves, our inner child that went through a lot, and we want to tell our inner child, like, hey, I've healed this. Hey, you're doing okay. Hey, this is solved. Our future highest timeline version of self also wants to tell current us, hey, I figured this out. Hey, you're over this. Hey, look at what you manifested. So when you reach out to them, they're reaching back out to you. There's a version of you that's on the other side of this. Go connect with them and quantum leap.